Hi guys, how are you? It's been a very bloody market ever since June came. But anyways, welcome to our Monday market updates. It is June 12th, 10 p.m. And as usual, we're gonna be looking at Bitcoin and then later cover ko yung ibang tanong ninyo. And also, look into other tokens na I'm looking at or ano ba yung nagiging strategy ko. Which has been pretty consistent naman so far. Let's start with Bitcoin, our usual. So Bitcoin, again, the reason why we're looking into this is because this is our index. Kung asan usually yung galaw ni Bitcoin, dun usually sumusunod yung ating mga alts. Minsan, mas malakas. Syempre, kung malaki yung binagsak ni Bitcoin, by let's say 1, just, times 10, times 10, times 20 yan sa mga alts natin. Well, depende talaga sa market. It really depends. So I can't say na parang laging ganun, or laging pareho yung move. But there will always be outliers. There will always be winners. But what's important is how do we survive this long game, especially in this kind of market na sobrang uncertain, right? I think, sige, later na yan. Let's start with Bitcoin muna. So, this is the chart na kung saan tayo natapos mag-chart or mag-analyze last time. When we did Bitcoin, hindi ko na siya tinanggal. So, currently, nandito na tayo sa levels ng ating tinitingnang support. So, yung ating hula or yung ating analysis that there's going to be a correction and itong mga levels na to, it really hit those levels. But at the same time, you want to be looking at other factors. Ano yung pwedeng maging possible na galaw nito, especially in the near future, And right now, what you can see here is that our MAs, the 100 MA, the short term, at saka yung 100 MA, the long term moving average is all above our candles over here, which means that's a pretty bearish sign. Expect more downside, but of course, we are touching support. Pwede itong mag-bounce muna and then consolidate and then it can go down. What I'm hoping to see is really isang bagsak na mabilis for Bitcoin and for the whole of crypto para ma-flush na lahat ng mga weak hands. Tapos yung mga gustong pumasok na mga insti or yung mga gustong pumasok na mga whales, big players, makapasok na sila at maghawak na sila dun sa mga levels na yun. Para yan, tuloy-tuloy na tayo at saka matapos na nga yung consolidation phase or yung accumulation phase. The next levels that we're gonna be looking at is this level, 23,800 kasi pwede din tayong umabot dito. And if we're gonna be talking about worst case scenario, since we're already doing worst case scenario planning and people are actually very afraid about what's happening in the markets, then I can say na parang mas maganda siguro kung mag-abang-abang tayo dito sa levels na to. This is a range that's around 21,400 to 21,800 levels. This is kind of like the worst case scenario. Ito yung next na ina-expect natin. The lower the prices gets, the higher the expectancy that this can be achieved. Again, maganda talaga na yung ating kumbaga preparation is on the downside because pag nangyari yun, at least meron kayong bala, at least you're psychologically prepared to take these hits rather than you always look at the upside, you always think, aabot to ng 60k, aabot to ng tapos pala hindi pala dumating and then yun, madidismaya ka lang. You'd feel like, man, my expectations have not been met by crypto at all. Mas lalo pang bumagsak. And so that will cause a lot of distress, anxiety, and kung anong mga unnecessary or unwanted na mga emotions. And as a trader, as an investor, you should always take this into consideration. One way to know that you're a mature trader is to understand that the markets move in cycles and that you don't have to worry about these things because this is perfectly normal. The market will do whatever it wants. It will go up, it will go down, but there are always seasons. So think about it in seasons. Nangyari na yung season natin na parang from dito, yung unang kumbaga yung laking bagsak na nangyari kay crypto dito, umakyat din naman siya, di ba? So nakita nyo, nagkaroon tayo ng cycle here. And hopefully, this cycle will be continuing. Either bumagsak siya tapos mag-create ng base, and then after that base has been formed, it's gonna create another upswing so that we can go at maging tuloy-tuloy tayo sa breakout natin ng 31k and then hopefully 50 and then probably people who are gonna start targeting 100k. But who knows, right? What's important is that we're always prepared. So if you're gonna look at the weekly, wala masyado dito eh. We can only see that it's touching support, and then hopefully magkaroon tayo dito ng kumbaga new level where it will consolidate. But if you're looking at the monthly as well, if you're gonna be looking at the monthly, ito medyo delikado eh kasi looking at these candles over here, so syempre parang ilang months yan umakyat, di ba? Starting January, starting January, starting this year. So ilang months na siya napaakyat, and then finally nagkaroon tayo ng ganitong klaseng candle, itong dalawa. So meron na tayong candle which is hindi pa to complete because this is June, nasa 12 pa tayo. But there are already signs of acceleration to the downside. So ito yung mga tinitingnan natin na mga factors, long term, short term, just so that we can be prepared in all scenarios. So again, dahil sobrang oversold na rin ng market ngayon, pwede munang umakyat yan, mag-consolidate, and then from there, pwedeng mag-breakout, pwedeng mag-breakdown. But how I see it, sideways muna tayo, tapos pwedeng mag-breakdown by as the month progresses. So that's it for Bitcoin. The next that I want to be featuring is BNB. Now, a lot of you have been saying na, or asking my thoughts, ano ba yung tingin ko sa Binance? Should I still put money in it? Should I still continue using Binance? And ano ba yung mga pwede natin gawin? Bibili na ba? Buy, sell? Right? And especially with the ongoing SEC case, so may mga violations daw na ginawa si Binance according to the SEC. But if ako yung tatanungin, I'm not gonna go into the details of it because I don't really understand the full context or ano ba yung gusto nilang i-achieve dito sa US na to. But from my perspective, I really want na hindi man sa want, sorry. If you are not a US citizen, okay. If you're not a US citizen, if you're not based in the US, if you're not based in Canada or countries wherein, the US parang laws apply to you, then you should be fine. You shouldn't be concerned at all. Kung nakatira ka sa Pilipinas, wag ka na makisawsaw. Be thankful na lang na meron tayong sarili nating laws that are quite, lenient pa. Hindi pa siya ganun kalala as opposed to US. So, i-enjoy natin yung meron tayo kung makapag-trade kayo using Binance. Like, well, there's a reason why number one is always being hit. You see all these other exchanges na mga miner who has probably been there in the market for a while, or itong mga bago, but I would rather trust Binance for my various personal reasons. I'm not really this is not a paid endorsement, but sa akin, they're doing well, I would say. And they're actively seeking to work with regulators para lahat tayo happy. It's just that, wala. Ganun talaga yung US, unfortunately. For me, nakikita ko na magiging upside nito is if the US doesn't want business with Binance, ang mangyari lang yan, lilipat lang yung Binance business to other countries that will accept business. And it's just one part. It's just US. Hindi naman yung buong mundo. Siguro mag-alala tayo kung buong mundo ibaban si Binance or magkaroon ng violation si Binance sa buong mundo, right? Then that's the time that we'd be worried. But for me, Binance is doing a great job. I don't really mind putting my money there. I still have my money there, which I will show you in a while. So yeah, BNB. Ano pa ba? Solana? So ako, buy sa akin tong Binance eh. Mag-average down lang ako. Well, that's it. Gusto ko yung mga strong names or strong na mga projects. So I'm gonna just continue buying it. Solana, I'm still gonna be buying this, and I was expecting hanggang 16 lang siya or 17. Actually, bumili na ako dito. Actually, itong dalawa yung binili ko eh. Dito tsaka dito. So, nag-shopping ako ng Solana. And, well, what this meant was that lahat ng mga Solana na mga NFTs ko, bumaba yung value niya because of Solana going down. But, at the same time, you can look at it in a way na, wow, Solana NFTs are cheap now, are cheaper. And I don't think Solana NFTs are gonna go anywhere. Probably some are kind of slowly dying. That's just how it is with business. But to me, this is a good way for anyone to actually see which projects are still continuing, still building, still being the awesome projects that they are, or still being the crappy projects that they are, depending really on how you see it. But really, in tough times, that's when you see gold. Pag may nakikita kayong mga very strong projects, you might want to be investing into those, especially if may nakikita kayo na, like the team is really strong and merong pag-asa dito. As for me, I've been accumulating Tire Robotics. As you can see, ako yan. 5 days ago, 2 days ago, it's really funny kasi kita yung mga transactions dito sa sa Tensor. But anyways, there's that. I want to look into. I'm not gonna focus too much on NFTs. I know you guys want to be looking at other tokens, paano mag-invest or what. Like again, guys, when you look at these kind of price action, when you look at these kind of downsides or mga downswings, as an investor, I'm not saying as a trader ha, kasi if you're a trader, especially if long only market ka, medyo delikado yung ganitong klaseng investing unless dollar cost average yung ginagawa mo, which makes you a position trader. But if you're a trend follower, the trend is obviously going down or side. So you don't want to be stressing yourself out too much. Probably just wait for a few more months for things to get better and then go and pounce the market. But I would suggest, if you're an investor, start dollar cost averaging into these tokens kasi hindi laging ganito yung magiging price. I mean, I've been saying this since the start of the year. The market is not always going to be like this, and this is kind of like a really good buying opportunity if you look at it from an investor point of view. Yeah, because like for example, let's say Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin went to 20,000, I think, 2017, and then went down as low to 3,000 something. And then umakyat siya 10k, and then ngayon tapos umabot pa ng 60k, right? So this is kind of like a new cycle that's happening from 60k. Now what Bitcoin is check natin. Ayan, nasa 25k. So we can see this hopefully consolidate, go down, but not too down. If it really goes down, that's still okay. But the major tokens, BTC, Ethereum, BNB, those projects that have really proven themselves, I would suggest like just put it into liquidity mining, which I've been showing you guys how to do it lagi. So dito ako nag-average down ako dito eh. I keep on buying these things per month. And then kung ano mo yung mga, let's say every time there's a transaction that's happening in that kind of like on those tokens that you're investing in, you get tokens as well na parang as a commission for putting your liquidity there. And the good thing is, dahil kalahati no nasa USDT, then para kang nag-average down, para ding safe din yung yung holdings mo na hindi lahat nandun sa crypto. Kasi halimbawa bumagsak siya ng 20%, tapos naka-all in ka sa crypto na yun, edi 20% yung magiging damage. But if kalahati nun nasa USDT, instead of 20, there's only 10%. Plus you get commissions every transaction. As you can see, meron tayong $14.4 na nakalagay dito. That's kind of like the total, I would say, fees that was generated for me putting into my investments here into the liquidity pool. Before, I think mga 9 or basta around 7 to 10 yung value nito last Monday. Ibig sabihin, in a period of 1 week, yun yung nagiging, ad niya. But here, it's 14. It spiked a little bit because of the volatility in the markets. Mas maraming nagbebentahan, maraming bumibili, nagbebenta. And so, you get like commissions out of every transaction. And so, I think, last week yata yun. Teka, check natin anong date. So, that was on the 5th, right? Parang we actually claimed, or, nakalimutan ko na. Anyways, I don't want to say something that I don't really, I haven't really verified, right? So, currently, we have $3 worth of Solana, BNB, and BUSD na parang, for example, here in Solana, malaki kasi yung holdings ko dito. Ito yung unclaimed rewards ko. So, if I claim that, puputin sa spot wallet ko, and then from there, pwede kong, let's say, stake, pwede ko ipambili ng kung ano dyan ng mga crypto, pwede kong i-dust yun, gawin ko lahat BNB, whatever. But basically, that's how this liquidity mining works. You can check out the other videos, how it's done. Actually, parang naka-upload na siya sa YouTube in GFT channel eh. But anyways, ayan guys, as you can see, if you look at the earn sa wallet balance, so I went here sa wallet and then select earn. From earn, I selected liquidity swap. You know what I noticed here? Before kasi, ang alam ko meron ditong meron ditong PNL. Parang makikita ko how much ba yung nalugi ko or how much ba yung nag-gain ko ever since I put those assets in the pool. And then tinanggal nila yun, guys. Siguro nakita nila na parang, baka mamaya ma-discourage yung mga tao to add because they can see the losses. Well, there's really a psychological effect into that din kasi kaya probably kaya ginawa nila yon, tinagal nila yon para hindi makita. And ang makikita mo na lang is yung earnings mo, which is green, yung unclaimed rewards mo, tsaka yung estimated APR. But basically, halos lahat ng positions ko dito down. I don't think meron pa akong profitable position dito. But again, these are all long-term positions that I'm willing to leave here for the long term. So, hindi to yung parang shitcoin investing. Well, meron naman akong shitcoins like Doge at saka SHIB. So, yan lang yung kasi syempre there's the power of meme coins. But most of my investments hindi mga shitcoins. Talaga mga legit projects. If you are asking about my Maya investment, so ito na siya. From 200,000, last week it was 150. Ngayon, only 135,000 left. So again, if you're asking me, Z, why are you still there? Why not just sell it? Like, again, this is my thesis. I wanted to show you guys ano yung magiging itsura ng investment mo if like you put money here, for example, into Maya, and then wala ngang staking dito You just put it there. Just leave it there. And then see how it goes after a year or two. After a year, hopefully, pag umakyat na yung buong crypto market or like 2024, umabot siya like 2 years, we'll see. Ano yung magiging itsura if it's gonna go to 20, as in negative 90 yung magiging result nito or magiging 0, hindi ko alam. Hopefully, hindi naman aalis or ma-hack or anong mangyari kay Maya. Somebody asked me a day ago, meron palang nag-message sa akin last week and then said na parang yung Maya account niya, it got closed. Dahil, so meron siyang transaction, bumili siya ng crypto using Maya. Afterwards, nagkaroon siya ng email. And then, ang sinabi dun sa email na yun, sorry, we have to close your account for reasons that we cannot disclose. I don't know. It was the second email that I saw na ganun yung sinabi. And I don't know like how Maya deals with their customers, but I already asked the guy for updates, like update me kung let's say nagkaroon ng progress itong case mo. But ayan, bumalik naman sa kanila nagkaroon ng progress like as he emailed the support. So hopefully ibalik ni Maya yung investments niya. Hindi ko alam kung anong nangyari, but maybe may na-trigger or something. But then again, guys, when it comes to crypto, I don't really recommend anything local. Parang sama, no? Kasi parang hindi ko nire-recommend yung like, I would recommend you guys just go for Binance, go for other exchanges, put your crypto in real crypto exchanges, or, you know, when you transact, kasi mas maliit yung fees nun, as opposed to, let's say, for example, Maya, that gets a 5% parang premium. So, halimbawa, you buy a certain token, halimbawa lang, you buy Solana. When you buy it in Maya, they're not gonna charge anything. They say like it's free, the fees are free, but yung taga nila when it comes to the exchange rate, mas malaki, it's 5%. So you're buying at a 5% premium if you do that. And I don't really recommend it. Pagka nasubukan ko na parang pag ibebenta mo yung positions mo here in Maya, there will not be any additional na parang kumbaga fee. So, kumbaga, if i-event ako si Dogecoin at market price at negative 26, hanggang dyan lang siya. Negative 26 na talaga siya. So, I'm gonna receive 21,856 pesos. But, if I buy 25,000 worth, I'm not saying they're gonna take, but you're gonna be buying or gonna incur a 5% loss. So, again, just letting you know in case you do invest with Maya. If you still go ahead and do that, well, it's your money. Good luck, guys. Okay. So, the other shitcoins, I really I don't really want to be disclosing those things, especially now that we're in a bear market, because mas delikado yun eh. Especially ngayon, like everything is just or mostly going down. Like yung Pepe, right? Ito yung isa sa mga sobrang sumikat eh. Like, ito ata yung naging peak nitong run na to. After nitong run na to, bumagsak na talaga yung market. And then I do still believe that this is gonna continue to go down, as is the fate of a lot of meme coins. It will take some time to recover, and then from there, we'll see kung magkakaroon ba na sila ng bagong developments and stuff like that, and then from there, we'll see if akit or hindi. Right? Pwede kasi mangyari yun eh. Nangyari kay Doge, nangyari kay SHIB. Who knows, right? So, I always recommend people, if you are going to get into shitcoins, don't put all your money. Just put a very small percentage of it. Para pantanggal ng kate. Para at least masabi mo, oh, I joined that, diba? Pero, I don't really recommend it, especially if you are investing. Yeah. So, what else? For NFTs, okay, so balik na tayo dito sa NFTs. As I said earlier, when you see that, like, Solana going down, to me, okay lang na bumagsak si Solana, because that also means there's, one, buying opportunity. I get to buy the token for a lower price. Two, NFTs that don't adjust dollar value-wise here means that ang laki ng pwedeng iaakyat nito. Especially the more na pabagsak si Solana, the more that this are gonna be looking cheaper. And then by the time that the NFT bull run comes, or kahit mini bull run or what, or cycle, whatever you wanna call it, ang laki ng pwede mo magiging advantage nun. So, naalala ko kasi, it was December, right? Yung before yung rally nung Solana. Here, you can see na parang, ito, ang laki-laki ng binabagsak nung Thai Robotics, and then biglang boom, ang laki ng inakyat niya, umabot siya ng 300. So ngayon, people are still shocked, I guess, or in a state of shock. People are still not really looking at the value of things. So, kaya yan, napabili ako dito. But, other tokens, siguro, ano ba, I'm accumulating Lily and Ugi as well. Hindi ko siya binibili na isahang one go. I'm making sure na habang bumababa siya, you can actually, buy more shares. So you can do that here in Tensor. They really have a cool feature wherein you can bid. So halimbawa, you have the buy here, right? Halimbawa lang, I'm gonna be buying Ugis. I want to buy 5 NFTs, and what I want to do is average down in my position, which means habang bumababa siya, meron kang mga bids na nandun para makabili ka ng NFT na yon. What you can do is select like here, for example, count or the number of NFTs that you want to be buying. No, that is sweep. Punta ka dito sa bid. And then put 5. And then you can put here, ano yung start price? What price do you want to start buying these NFTs? And let's say you want to start buying at 11, then select 11. So currently it's at 11.7, diba? I'm gonna put here 11. And then merong decrease buy. So if you put 0 here, you're gonna be buying 5 of these NFTs at 11. So 11 mo siya makukuha. 11 times 5, that's 55. So that's it. Right? Ito yung magiging itsura niya. But if you wanna put, let's say, if i-ladder down mo siya, let's say every time it goes 5%, let's say, halimbawa, at ngayon, 11, less 5% the next buy mo, yun yung magiging, next na next na magiging abang na price mo. So here, 11, the next buy mo would be 10.47, next is 9.87, 9.5, and then 9.05. So you can see here, you can adjust that if you want. You can put 3.5, 3, up to you. Makikita mo din na mag-adjust yan dito. Ayan, so that is really one of the things that I appreciate about Solana people and projects here. They just keep on innovating, which is something that you don't see anywhere else in other chains. So that's why I'm really bullish here. Kasi if this technology goes out into other chains, that would probably be awesome as well. But syempre here in Solana, it's just faster, better. That's why I love this space. But again, we follow where the money goes, and as much as possible, we want to look for projects that are strong, that are still building in the time of crisis, in the time where the bear is out. Because when the time comes na nagkaroon na tayong bull, yun yung mga very projects that will dominate the bull market. So yeah, D-Gods, we have Mad Lads, we have OK Bears. OK Bears, ang laki ng linipad niya recently. Parang they hinted na they're gonna have a Bitcoin bear collection. Most likely, if you have certain amount of bears, you would be able to get probably a free mint in their ordinals. So you're gonna have Xverse ata as a wallet. I haven't really explored this space yet, yung Bitcoin space for NFTs, but what I do know, the money is there. I'm just wanting to focus on the Solana space at the moment and survive this and see how it goes. So there's that. What else do I have to cover? I think halos lahat na cover ko na eh. Yes, one more thing. I've noticed that a lot of people have been messaging me because of my last post, or was it like a previous post that I had recently about people having to have a problem when it comes to withdrawing their funds. So these are people who are looking for ways, I guess, halimbawa nakakahanap kayo ng racket into the crypto space, may nahanap kayong trabaho na Web3, or yung boss ninyo gusto kayong bayaran, paano ba? Yeah, gusto kayong bayaran in crypto. Then I created those videos, how to do peer-to-peer transactions. I really recommend that you do that because you get the best rates and you're using a secure platform. Especially here in Binance, yung kanyang escrow anong tawag nito? Yung escrow service nila here, it's really secure. Dapat sana bayaran. Ano ba? Not a sponsored post. Sana bayaran na nga ako ni Binance for doing all these things. But again, I say these things because if you're new into the crypto space, ang dami talagang ways for you to get scammed. And just stay safe, guys. Like, if you don't understand what you're doing, try to research first, especially if you're doing transactions, especially if you're doing big transactions. Kung may kakilala kayo who is doing this, yung talagang personal hindi yung nakilala niyo lang sa internet, make sure na you give them a call and ask them if what you're doing is safe. Alright? Don't give your passwords, don't give your details. If possible, just share your screen, pakita nyo kung ano yung situation before doing that, and ask them if it's safe. So, ayun guys. If you have not joined our community yet in Trading Republic, as an explorer, if you want free, if you want to be paid, just be a citizen, please consider joining. Again, it's free. You can ask there how to start with crypto. You can ask people tips, paano ba magsimula. Just don't get scammed, guys. Nakakapagod mag-reply isa-isa sa mga tao na nagkakaroon ng mga problema dito. If you're in a community and then you can ask the community how tips, how not to get scammed and all that stuff, better. Prevention is always better than cure. And so, ayun lang, guys. I hope you stay safe. And this is gonna be your reminder to not fear this market because these opportunities, I would say, minsan lang yan. Minsan lang natin makikita tong crypto na ganito yung presyo. So enjoy your investing and dollar cost average, guys. Pag bumaba yan, as an investor, just be happy because you get to buy at a lower level. We're not gonna be at these levels forever. At some point, probably next year, we're gonna have a full-on bull market, and you're gonna say, wow, I thank myself for making that decision to press that buy button and invest and put that into a staking or whatever it is, right? So, hope you learned something today. Stay safe and see you on the next video.